Hello, lovely people. The 2025 general elections are coming up here in the Philippines, which means gun bans. Checkpoints are happening more and more. Checking the U-box of motorcycles, checking cars. Because now, I believe it's now there is a gun ban now. And leading up to the election, there will be an alcohol ban. And it's very, very important that foreigners here do not get involved in any kind of election activities at all. It's totally prohibited to join rallies and protests. Why would we anyway? Why would we? But yeah, it can be a very promiscuous time of the year for councillors and people running. Maybe to get re-elected, or new councillors to be voted in and things like that. It was a very dangerous game to be in, I think. I think to be in politics in the Philippines as a politician is not the safest the safest job to take on. But I suppose because the rewards are so high, perhaps that's why many of these people do run. But as I say, guys, there's a lot more checkpoints going to be appearing in the near future. And I remember the last election here, some people were saying that there was some militants that were dressed as policemen and having a checkpoint. Now, generally speaking, I've never seen a checkpoint here at midnight, anywhere like, at that kind of time. I've never seen them. I'm not saying they don't exist, but generally the checkpoints here are mornings through the afternoon. And in the city, in Dipolog, I've seen checkpoints at 9 o'clock p.m. I've seen that. But I think after that, it's not really common. So guys, for you guys that are here in the Philippines, if you're riding around and you see a checkpoint at a really strange time of night, turn around. Don't go through it. Don't take the chance, because it might not be the PNP, or it might not be the LTO, or even the private army that they have here doing checkpoints, who stand along the it's not the LTO, is it? The LTO, they have their own police. What's the other one? There's another TO, but it's not the LTO, it's a different one. And they just do the road traffic control here. But they normally assist the police. But as I say, guys, it's getting that time of year, and doubly worrying, I suppose, for the people taking part in the elections, but also a bit concerning for us foreigners. Not because we're part of it, but just these checkpoints. The legal checkpoints, perfectly all right. There's nothing to worry about. In fact, guys, I enjoy seeing these checkpoints and the police doing their job. It's nice to see them. But at the same time, I remember the last election, and the barangay captain here said to me, Steve, don't be travelling around too late at night, and don't be... because this was 2 or 3 weeks leading up to that last election. And I didn't, I took notice of what he was saying. I didn't really travel around late at night. I stayed in the house, or I stayed in, this little barangay where I am. Safety first, guys, safety first. We are in a foreign country, and like we all know, we are only guests here, regardless of visa type. We are only guests. And it's not worth putting yourself at risk, is it? It's only for a short space of time anyway, and then the elections will be over. It's in May, I think. I think it's in May, because the local people here who's running for council, they starting their campaigns now, taking free rice and things like this to the people, hoping to get their votes. But here, money speaks. You've got money, then the chances of you getting voted in is significantly higher than someone who hasn't got money who's running to be a councillor. That's just the way it is. That's how. Well, on Mindanao anyway, on the island of Mindanao, perhaps not further north. I don't know about that. I've never lived further north in the Philippines. I've only ever been here. But guys, just be aware, expect a few more checkpoints, and if you haven't got no ORCR, many would say you shouldn't be on the road, which you shouldn't be on the road legally, but just be aware of it. And generally speaking, at this time of the year, they do stop everybody. They generally stop everybody. Whereas normally when I go through a checkpoint and they see that I'm a foreigner, they just wave me through. But I have been stopped several times. And what they've asked to see is my license. And then as soon as they see my license, right, oh yeah, where are you from? The UK. Oh right, you're married to a Filipina. Yeah, you where you living? Tell them where I'm. Oh good, good luck. And they're very friendly. They the LTO is very, very vicious. They are vicious. They are ruthless. I was stopped once with the LTO, and oh my god, because I wasn't wearing boots on my motorcycle. I mean, he could have given me many tickets. He could have done. I wasn't wearing a closed helmet. I was wearing an open face helmet, and apparently it's illegal. I had some lights fitted on my bike that was aftermarket. That was illegal. What else was there? There was something else as well. But my ORCR was up to, and they check everything. They check your ORCR. They walk around your vehicle, motorbike, car, whatever you have, and they are quite ruthless. They are very very strict. The normal police, the PNP here, I've been stopped here a few times, and because I had an accident here and I didn't press charges against the guy who was in the wrong, and the police actually admitted that the guy was in the wrong, I didn't press charges. So the guy here in the police station, he normally just waves me on. But he has stopped me once, because, well, he didn't stop me, it was someone else, and then he saw me, and the guy was doing it, and he said, no, he's all right, that's Stephen, he's okay. I said, no, I said, I'd rather show you this in case, you see me again, and then that I've got a license, I've got an ORCR. So then, you'd probably let me through. But here, what happens is very obscure, guys. When you get a checkpoint here, the bikes see them up ahead, and there's a checkpoint coming, because you see all the bikes parked on the side of the road, the bikes that are not legal, or they might have no license or no ORCR, and they just wait for the police to go. Now back in England, that would never happen. They would just come and get you. But here, you park on the side of the road, you aren't going through a checkpoint, so they just leave you alone until they're gone, and then the people carry on their merry way. Very, very odd. LTO, everyone stops, because the LTO will find fault in everything, I think, in every vehicle, and you see them, tickets, and some of the local people here said, yeah, it's normal that they will be giving everyone tickets because they need the money. I don't know if that's true or not. Really don't know if that's true. But just take it easy, guys. Don't go, trying to, bring attention to yourself at any time, but especially at this time of the year. I think everything is more active. The militants is more active. Police are definitely more active. Just be careful, guys. I mean, it doesn't really, refer to us about carrying guns because we're not allowed to. But my next door neighbour, he's got a gun, and it's legal. He's got a license for it, and he said now he can't take it with him anyway. He's got to leave it in the house because it's a no gun travelling ban at the moment. Every time there is an election, yeah. But like I say, guys, the time before, someone was saying that there was And it wasn't far from here, actually. It was in a place called, on the way to Sinking Low Waterfalls. Apparently, there was militants who were dressed up as policemen and stopping people. I don't know what the purpose of that was. Probably getting money, perhaps. I don't know. But I've never seen it, to be honest with you, but if I did see a checkpoint up ahead of me and it was an obscure time of night, I would just simply turn around and go back. But I don't drive around late at night anyway. No need. I think the latest I drive around is 10 o'clock at night. That's about it, 11 o'clock at night, latest. I'm in the house by that time anyway. But, and I think here, you know, I've never seen a lot of people on the road late at night. What happens here normally is people go to bed early because of the heat, and they get up very early in the morning. So I'm laid in bed here and I can hear the motorcycles go past at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and they probably fish vendors, and they probably go into the fish markets to get their daily quarter of fish to sell, you know. But night time, unless you're in the city, you know, if I go to Dipolog City, there's a heck of a lot of traffic around in the evenings, night time and that. But here, it's dead. You know, the traffic stops at like 8 o'clock. Everyone's in the houses watching TV or drinking beer or doing something, but it's not active here. There's a few checkpoints here that I've noticed now. Because the motorcycles or the cars see these checkpoints in advance, what they do now, I've noticed, or they have been, is on the corners. So you have to get around the corner first to see them, and it's too late. You're already on top of them. I've seen that here. Just this last time. When was that? I think, what day we had today? Friday. I think that was on Monday or Tuesday. And that was a time I was stopped. And it was just a simple case of license, ORCR. And here, you have to have your license on you, and you have to have your ORCR, even if it's a photocopy. That's all I keep on my bike. It's just a Xerox, you know, the original's in the house. And look at that. Yeah, that's fine, sir. Yeah. But generally with me, they talk, you know, and I talk to them as well. So I'll ask how long they've been, you know, in the PNP and things like that. And they only, you know, they're very courteous and very willing to talk to you about anything. You know, they're all smiling and they'll even shake your hand. In England, I don't know what would happen in England. I haven't been stopped. I haven't been there for a long time, but I haven't been. I was only stopped in England a couple of times, and that was late night. But I don't even think they stop you now in England, do they? Maybe at Christmas time they do for the, for the drunk driving. But I think now they can just tell if they're behind you or in front of you or the cameras if you're all legal anyway, because it just comes up on a centralized database in the UK. Here they haven't got that. Where I am, maybe in Manila they have, but here they certainly haven't. So that's it, guys. Yeah, just a little bit of a little bit of advice really, is just to be prepared for more checkpoints if you've got any vehicles here. I know there's a lot of foreigners here don't have vehicles. They just use habals or things like that, and I can understand why, because if you get into an accident here, it's very difficult trying to explain, if it wasn't your fault, that it wasn't your fault. I was quite lucky because where I had my accident here. I was outside the police station and it was on camera, and they saw exactly what happened. And they because you have to draw a little picture like you do in the UK when you claim insurance of the accident. But at first they were trying to blame me. If there wasn't a camera where the police station was, that was the first accident I had. They wouldn't have believed me. But the second accident, I was going fishing, and it was early one morning, and these two guys on a motorcycle just pulled out on me and just straight in the side of me. The handlebars went like that. One of the handlebars went in my chest, smashed my lung up. My ankle, my arm was smashed up, and they just drove off laughing. They were probably drunk. Maybe they'd been drinking, because one of them had a chicken in his hand. I don't know if it was dead or alive. I don't know. They didn't come off the bike because they went in the side. They come like this, or I was going like that, and I saw them pulling out. So I tried to do this, but too late. They straight in the side of me and straight off, just gone laughing. and that was quite a. I wasn't going very quickly, but it was the way the handlebars on the bike turned when I moved. Oh, I went straight off the top, and straight in my chest and my lung, and my lung still isn't right after that. And I was in hospital. I got checked, and I had my lung was drained because it was filling up with fluid. Oh, horrible time. But again, such is life. Such is life. I could have been seriously hurt more than what I was. So it was just one of them things, you know. Now I'm always careful on the road, but you, of course, you know, it's not impossible. Even if you are careful on the road, it's still not impossible to have an accident here, anywhere. But like I said here, if there's no cameras and no witnesses, and you have an accident, and it's the Filipinos' fault, you will get the blame, because they will probably say, well, if you wasn't in the country, this accident wouldn't have happened. That's probably what they'd say. Anyway, guys, that's it. So just take care this time of year, leading up to these elections, and have a great weekend, because the sun is just setting now, and the birds are starting to sing. The roosters and the chickens are in the trees. They just starting to roost in the trees, and it's a lovely time of night. This lovely time of night. The trees are perfectly still. Still can't go fishing though, because it's rough out at sea. Not rough for a decent sized boat, but too rough for my size boat. Otherwise I'd be fishing tonight. I'll be fishing tomorrow if I could, but I can't. Take care, guys, wherever you are. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for sharing the video, and thank you for hitting that notification button. Wherever you are, take good care and have a brilliant weekend. Bye bye.